Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm very excited to have you here, as I am every day. Guys, I gotta tell you, I actually had a major kind of like spiritual breakthrough yesterday after my rant and after all your responses. And it reminded me of what a two-way street this interaction that we have really and truly is. And it actually also reminded me of how grateful I am for all of you, the sign of Pisces, the 12th house. And I really understand why I've always gravitated to Pisces, because you guys are so compassionate and so loving and so generous. And I hope you all get your dreams, honestly. But I just want to say namaste to each and every single one of you. All right, we're going to begin. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I'm very happy to have you here. These messages are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Please don't try to make anything fit that doesn't fit your situation. Wow, you guys keep getting trust. Wow, okay, guys. You have trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. I'm toying with the idea of actually making a video to where I can just sort of explain or try to put into words this deeper understanding that I received yesterday after all that went down. And I might just do it because it is a lot about acceptance. And it's like I painted a painting, like a lot happened like because of this. Anyway, but that must be some kind of major theme that's available to all of us to tap into right now. When we come to a place of acceptance of life just the way it is, not needing it to be anything different than what it is, accepting, you know, everything that has happened up until this point in our life and just coming to a place of peace with it for our own sake. It allows us to move forward. Whenever I get into a bad mental pattern or I get into a bad, I don't want to call it bad because I don't like to judge or be critical of myself in those ways. But, you know, when something that's not serving my highest and best, and when I rant, that's not serving my highest and best, even though you all came through to turn it into a moment of growth for me. Hopefully for all of us. I feel, I turn to creation. I turn to art. I turn to yoga. I turn to meditation. I just literally try to take my focus because that happened in the past. It's no longer affecting me. That person is no longer commenting, or I'm not, those things, they're only affecting me because I'm choosing to let them affect me. And so when I come to a place of peace with it, when I come to a place of complete acceptance with it, then it can no longer affect me. It doesn't pull on my energy. It doesn't drain me, so turning my focus forward or toward the future is beneficial. And so there's something here where I see this happening in your cards, okay? I see there is this energy of trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation exactly as it is, not needing it to be anything other than what it is, it will automatically transform. And that's true. It's been my experience every single time. Then you have wait. Don't rush. Allow nature to take its course. So this is like that moment of pause, of reflection, of, what can I learn from how I got to this place? Where is an opportunity for growth? Whenever you rant, it's coming from a place of being triggered. Wherever you're triggered, it's a space where you have an opportunity to grow, where you have an opportunity to turn toward it and look at it and actually find a place of peace with that energy. And you all really helped me to do that yesterday. I think I will make a video. I'll show you the art that I painted. So anyway, and then you have this manifesting miracles, and this is the same kind of energy. It's like Then once we come to a place of peace with the way things are right now, then we're in the proper place, and we come to a place where we're like, okay, have I learned all of the lessons? Have I gotten all of the gifts from the suffering or whatever it is that I have been through? Okay, that required me to come to a place of acceptance. Have I gotten all the good stuff from it? Okay, and then it comes to manifesting miracles. Now it's time for me to turn my focus onto this moment and what is the highest and best thing that I can do with this moment. The highest and best thing we can do in this moment is be fully present in it. And when we are fully present in it, and we especially are finding like spaces of gratitude in it, where we're like, wow, I am grateful for life exactly the way that it is. I love this about my life. I am thankful for this in my life. I am thankful for that. I'm thankful that I'm present in this moment, that I have learned how to do that. And if you struggle with coming into the present moment, honestly, becoming the observation of your breath, becoming the observer of your breath, just, I always close my eyes for whatever reason, although if I'm in public, I will leave my eyes open. But I just turn my focus to inhale, exhale. I let it be exactly the way it is. I don't judge it. I don't criticize it. I don't feel the need to elongate it. I just let it be what it is, but I just observe it. Inhale, exhale, you know? And then I'll start to think, okay, inhale, peace, exhale, anything that's ready to be released, anything that's ready to be let go. Inhale, peace, exhale, whatever it is. Inhale, abundance. Inhale, whatever you're trying to fill your sacred space with in that moment. And that's really one of the best ways to manifest a miracle, because the more you focus on the abundance in your present moment and you stay present in the moment, we can't do anything with the past. It's done. The future is not promised to us. This moment holds all of the power. It's the only moment, in fact, that holds any power, because we can launch 1,000 miracles in this moment right here by manifesting, by making the most of it, by using it to the highest and best. So you have manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. All right, so something is coming into your life. It's important before we move on that we fully close out the past cycle by just coming to a place of peace with it. When we are not truly at a place of peace with it, exactly the way that it is, it will affect whatever we create from that point. It will affect our perspective of anything that comes into our life at that point. And we don't want that. All right. Anyway, I'm moving on. Sorry, you guys. I literally had like this. I'm not going to apologize. All right. Here we go. Okay, some of you are dealing with a Leo, but it doesn't have to be. Yeah, look at this. So you have lion spirit, ask for what you want, and you have eagle spirit, do the right thing. Yeah, and what is the right thing? There is no real right thing, right? Because it's all a matter of perspective, like if it's right or if it's wrong. What are you judging right and wrong by, right? So the right thing for each and every single one of us is to act in our highest and best, and to be in our highest and best in every moment, right? To be in alignment. And I can't help but notice that this eagle is really holding on to this branch, which is like a wand, which represents manifestation. And so I feel like you are really manifesting here. You are manifesting this miracle. I feel like with the eagle, it's like manifest what is in your highest and best, which I'll tell you is generally not, I want the past person back, but in a different energy. It's typically like, I want more of this that I am treasuring in my life, that I'm finding myself returning time and time again to in gratitude. I want more of it. I want more time with that. I want to explore that. I want to get curious about that. I need these things in order to do that. The lion energy is saying, be specific, ask for what you want, like be direct with the universe. And, really and truly, one of the best things, if you want a reciprocal relationship that is full of respect and honors you and treasures you, with someone whom you can also be proud and comfortable honoring and treasuring and cherishing, then ask for that. But do it from the place of your highest and best. Do it through your high priestess self. You know what I mean? It's not about, I want this, I'm ordering it off a menu. It's about, this is really going to serve me, and when it serves me, it will serve the greater good. It will serve the collective consciousness. Because when the part that we are of the collective consciousness is vibrating in its highest vibration or in higher level vibrations, it serves everyone automatically, because we are all connected, and it will help to raise the collective conscious. And you may not think that it's just one person, it doesn't have that big effect. No, it has a huge effect, because every person you come into contact with, you're going to be spreading that energy. You're going to be that energy, and people are going to feel it. They're going to recognize it. It will inspire those who are ready to be inspired. All right, so you're calling something into your life right now, or something is coming. And this is a time to really be clear about what it is that you're ready for and what it is that you're looking for in your life. All right, so let's see. All right, we have balance, yin and yang, darkness and light. Stay centered in your highest self. Okay, so some of you, I feel like this came through the other day. It might have come through for Leo, I'm not sure. But it is this process of writing down, like when you're manifesting, or you're trying to change your life, or you're trying to bring different energy into your life, a lot of good can come from actually journaling it. It's insanely useful, not only just to make what you're asking for more concrete and to put more energy behind it, but also because it's written down and you always have the opportunity to return to it. So like, let's say you're watching a tarot card reading and I pull full moon in Sagittarius. And I'm like, okay, something that you were manifesting at the new moon in Sagittarius, you may be finding at the full moon in Sagittarius. Well, you're going to know exactly what you were manifesting at the new moon in Sagittarius if you're writing down if you're journaling what you're manifesting. And also a really, really, really good thing to do is to journal gratitude. It raises your vibration. It helps you to focus on the abundance in your life, which helps you to automatically call in more. It's like literally the easiest thing you can do. You don't need to explain it. It's like 3 sentences, or you could put 3 words down. It doesn't have to be some long drawn out narration. It's you with you. And it's you with the universe and the divine saying, you know what, I am grateful. And there are always things to be grateful for, even if it's just your breath, even if it's for the opportunity to learn and grow as a spiritual being, having a human experience. It can have a really, really, really tremendously profound effect. Because what happens is when you're writing 3 things down, even if it is just 3 words, what happens is you start looking for those things in your day. Oh, I'm going to remember to put that in my gratitude journal. And so what happens is you end up finding way more than 3 things, because you're actually shifting your perspective. You actually begin to look at the world around you very differently. Yes, okay. And then you have sacred space. Doesn't it feel like these 2 cards like almost like go together, like they're 2 halves of the same picture? This is saying altar, prayer, candles, commune with your own divinity. This is about, rituals help us because they bring us into the present moment, and being brought into the present moment is pretty much one of the highest things that we can do for ourselves. It's probably higher than gratitude, to be honest with you. And so, like, for instance, for me, when I sit down to do a reading, you can always see this candle pretty much in the readings, but I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 candles going. And each one is, each one I light with a prayer and with an intention. And so that helps me. It helps me get in. My body literally knows when I go through my process, when I go through my prayer and I sit down to the desk, it knows, okay, it's time for me to connect. It's time for me to read cards. And it's very, very helpful. If ever, like, sometimes I'll run out of my tea lights, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the candles. And I don't have them, oh, it throws me off. So I try really hard never to run out of them. But yeah, and you see a lot of lit candles. I also light incense. You see that in a lot of spiritual places. There is something about fire, right? That is something about creation. It's something that signals that, okay, we're doing this. If you're not into candles, if you're not into incense, there are aromatherapy sprays. I have tons of them because I'm all about all of these things. They signal to my mind. These you can find anywhere. We sell them in our grocery store, but they're essential oil. And they all smell amazing. This is the one they use at my yoga studio. So it brings me, it grounds and centers me. But there are also some that are for like the throat chakra specifically. This is from a seller on Etsy. I also use like, sorry guys, Palo Santo spray because it clears the energy before I sit down to read. So it's like all of these things are a signal to your mind, to your body, to your senses, to be awake, to be alive, to be fully present in this moment. And they help. I mean, I also put on these essential oils. One is for the intuition and one is for the third eye, but there are all different kinds. I actually love this person. It's from Etsy, but I buy their candles. I have like an altar around my bathtub. It's Alchemist Co. But they're really wonderful. I love them. And they have all different kinds. They have more than just intuition and third eye, but I put them on, especially if I'm having trouble focusing. I don't wear them all the time, but anytime my hand goes past my nose, it helps. And when you're shuffling, that happens a lot. So anyway, those are just, I don't know why I'm going through all of that. And then obviously my crystals. But a sacred space is important. It is a signal to your mind and to your body and to your soul. Hey, I'm worth it. Hey, we're going to do something right here. Hey, we're connecting spiritually. You don't have to go to church, and you certainly don't have to have all of these rituals. You don't have to have all of these things. You can find one that you like or two. I mean, I have gradually added them in time, especially because this is what I do, and I like to be fully present when I'm here and doing this. But anyway, I don't know why we went off on that tangent, but it must be somewhat important. This must be a moment to like really take care of yourself or set up a space that you're returning to. When you get into love and you get into relationships, you sort of, your whole world sort of, it's like, well, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. And I sort of feel this energy of creating this moment that you keep for yourself. Because if you don't keep that moment for yourself, you have a tendency to lose yourself in the relationship. And what happens the minute we lose ourselves in the relationship is we doom the relationship. The relationship becomes unbalanced and it cannot survive. The universe will not support something that becomes imbalanced. So our job in a relationship is to maintain the self. And I feel like you have a relationship coming in. And so there is this importance of, creating a space for yourself in your day that is daily, or I feel daily, but you do it your own way. Could be weekly, could be monthly, whatever, where you touch in with yourself, or where even if you're spraying essential oils on your pillow every night before you go to bed and just writing 3 words in a gratitude journal, or whatever it is, creating a sacred sleep space is very, very important. Whatever it is, it's just like saying, I am special, I deserve it. It's manifesting your worth sort of on the outside, or acknowledging your worth sort of externally to you, which fuels that part inside you. Okay, anyway, and then you have mystery, magic, intrigue, suspense. You're entering unknown territory. You're going through some kind of transformation or transition in your life. Something is about to change. You can feel it. And then you have outcome, results, conclusion, ending. You will get a resolution. So you're definitely going through something to where you're going to emerge out the other side in a different situation than the one that you went into this transformation in. So something external to you is really changing. It feels very much like it's opening up. You see how this is a very narrow passageway, and this is sort of like way more open. It's not completely open, but it's open. So it feels like there is like some type of progress to like opening up, things opening up for you. But it is important to maintain that balance and to stay centered in your higher self. And these things are going to help you. Even when you're going through transition, or even when you experience a big change, these will help you hold on to yourself. All right, without further ado, this is why my videos are so long. Okay, Pisces. For Pisces, please, Spirit. You have an Ace of Wands, and you have a a Knight of Wands, sorry, and you have a Page of Swords. Okay, Pisces, I feel the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands is you. I feel like you are connecting to the fire energy within you. Some of you may have strong fire placements in your chart. You may have your Mars in a fire placement. You may have your Mars in Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Knight of Wands suggests Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be. There's something that's igniting within you that is making you sort of go for it in life, or is making you sort of be brave or be courageous about what you want, something around what you desire. It's like you're going for it. And with the Page of Swords, it's like, I feel that there are people watching you, or I feel that maybe one person in particular, they're watching this transformation. You see how this Page of Swords is looking out over at this butterfly. I feel like you're this butterfly. I feel like, close up, you may look more like this, but the Knight of Wands marching toward the plant rather than the butterfly floating gently to the plant. But it's just this energy of, and I feel you're protected with this falcon here. I feel like it's an energy of protection. But there are people watching this transformation. There are people seeing this, and possibly especially one person from your past who struggles to let go, who hasn't given up completely on the connection. All right. But you're going for it. That's what I feel like. I feel like you're like, I'm all ready. I'm ready for this. I am ready for this. And there's something you desire, and you're ready to put action to it. Yeah, Knight of Wands again. Okay, so something has come out of the blue, or is coming out of the blue with the Tower. This could be contact or communication from a past person. It could be someone else's breakthrough that's making you desire this, or that's making something change, some kind of transformation happen. It can also be what actually is the catalyst for us to take action in our life. It is usually desire. It is like, I want to change. Like I always use the example of the drug addict. When does a drug addict go get help? When they want to, more than they want the drug, which usually is rock bottom. But in this case, that doesn't really matter, but there is a rock bottom here. But desire and opportunity to have what you want is usually the thing that is the catalyst for change, right? Oh my God, could you get any more Knight of Wands? This Pisces, like, Spirit is really saying it's the go for it moment. It's time to take action moment. It's like, if you want this, something is changing, and it's making it available to you. And when you see the opportunity, take it. When you see the chance, take it. Find romance. Do you guys know that song? You see a chance, take it. Man, it reminds me of my childhood, so I don't know when that came out or what that is. Anyway, you have Knight of Wands and Judgment, okay? So this is, I hear the call. I hear the call for the opportunity. I am springing into action. I am springing into motion. With the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and this is like, there is something here that you have actually been putting work to that is paying off for you. It may have actually even brought in this opportunity. Or it could be someone else working on themselves that is bringing in this opportunity or bringing in this transformation in the energy, bringing in some kind of breakthrough energy. But this is like carpe diem time here. This is like seize the moment. Spring into action. You see that you have the Knight of Wands in all three decks, and we barely have any cards out. So this is that moment. This is definitely that moment. Something is changing. Something is opening up. Wow, another ace. I don't know how many aces you guys have gotten. Sometimes I want to take like, I want to keep track. But that would just, I don't know how I would even begin to do that. Anyway, you have the Ace of Swords with the Five of Cups, and then you have the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Swords here, this is clarity. This is like, it is very clear to me. So with the Five of Cups here, this can be someone who is in an energy of regret for possibly the way that they've treated the situation in the past, or possibly it's like maybe they let you get away, or maybe they wrecked the chance that they felt that they had with you in the past to have love or to come together with you in some way with those three spilled cups. But with the Ace of Swords, and the two cups that are remaining here, this can be where this person's getting the idea, wait, hold on. Let me stop focusing on the past. Let me ask myself, what can I do? I can't do anything about the past. The past is the past. The past has already happened. And looking at it is not serving my highest and best. It's only taking me deeper into this energy, this lower vibrational energy of, regret and shame and guilt. But maybe if I turn my face here and recognize where the new opportunity lies. This is also giving me that vibe of that Buddha quote that is like, every day we have a new opportunity to be or do anything that we want to be or do, you know what I mean? And with the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, it's like, I feel like this person, they may have, it's like coming across like they missed it. They didn't, it's like they failed to really fully understand the value of what was in front of them. And now it's like, it's possible that other people are paying attention to you, or just that they have witnessed some kind of transformation within you that is really, it's like almost intensifying that regret to the place. It's like turning up the volume on it to the place where it's like, wait a second. What am I doing? Why am I going to just sit here and let the regret grow and intensify? Why aren't I going to try to see if I can save this or see if I can resurrect this through some kind of communication here with the Ace of Swords? You may have actually leveled up, Pisces, in some way. There is some kind of transformational energy around you. It does take a long time to end up at the Nine of Pentacles. Let's clarify these. Ace of Swords. Wow, the Lovers in reverse. See, this person is recognizing what a rare opportunity this was and that they didn't act on it with the Hangman. And now looking back, it's like they're realizing what an opportunity, in fact, it was with the Nine of Pentacles. Oy, they made the wrong choice, and that's very clear to them now. Oh, yeah. Ace of Cups, Ten of Swords. Yeah, this person they want a new beginning in love. So third ace, guys. We have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and now the Ace of Cups. You have a new beginning. You have an opportunity coming in. That is very, very clear. With the Ten of Swords, you're also completing what has been a really difficult cycle. It may have been very difficult for you to come to a place of peace and acceptance with what happened back there, because your mind may have been really actively, sort of bringing it up in a hurtful or critical or judgy sort of way, with you. you know, I should have done this, I shouldn't have done that, like, why this, not that, like, you know, it could have been this, but it wasn't, and da da da, you know what I mean? Like, we beat ourselves up a lot with our thoughts and with the questions that we feel we need answers to, when maybe there are no answers. Maybe it's about acceptance and just simply accepting things the way that they are, which is very, very difficult. I know what I'm saying. But it is the highest and best. All right. So this person wants a new opportunity. This can be also someone new that's coming in that has in the past had bad decisions in the past by not taking action. I'm definitely getting that. Yeah. So this could be someone new that's coming in also, and they may be finding you very attractive because you are really pursuing your dreams or going after your desires, and you're very, very attractive, and they may even feel like there is competition, or that you're so attractive that maybe they don't know if there's competition or not, but they think surely there either is or there will be, because you're just in this energy of vibrancy. With the Magician here, it's like this is someone who knows that they need to step into their power. They need to use the tools they have available to them to try. But their natural tendency here is the Two of Swords. It's to stop and to kind of not make a decision and to get all up in their head. And I feel this person has recently learned this lesson, especially when it comes to love. But it feels like this is, you know, our brain has a natural way. Like when we tend to respond to certain things in life one way, then it sort of becomes our go-to response. And we have to bring our mindful awareness to the fact that we're doing that and that it's not in our highest and best. And then we have to really work to try to rewire our brain or to change that response. And it's like, I feel almost like this person, that is their patterned response, is to sort of shut down and think about things and get all up in their head and sort of, you know, for some of you, you may be dealing with a Libra or another Pisces or a Gemini here. All of those signs get in their head pretty massively. And you can actually stagnate yourself trying to, I don't know, come to some conclusion, although what you're really doing is just making yourself more confused. I was actually listening to Michael Singer, and I know I talk about him all the time on this channel, and thank you to those of you who have written, like, I looked him up. Thank you for sharing it, because I do appreciate it. I never know if you guys want that information or not. But he was saying, point to the place where you feel love. So point to the place where you feel love. Did anyone point at their feet? Did anyone point at their mind? Did anyone point at their hand? We all probably pointed at our heart. That's where we feel love. And so when we get all up in our head, what are we doing? We're taking ourselves out of the space of love. So this person, I feel like they have all of the tools. They can come at this in a balanced way. They can come at this using, this is what I desire, using, this is the love that I'm capable of giving, using even their mind, and using their pentacles, that you know, this is what I have to offer. And pentacles don't have to be money. It's any currency that matters to you. Your time, your focus, your listening, your compassion, your sense of understanding, the best that you have to offer, whatever that is. And so when we come at it strictly from a mental place, we are taking ourselves out of love. When we're coming at it from a balanced place, right, we are allowing ourselves to utilize the best that we have to offer, to embrace the opportunity, to engage with it properly. Yeah, I think you are heavily on this person's mind. I think they're going through a lot of, or you will be, I think they go through a lot of woulda, shoulda, coulda. You know, did I already mess it up? Did I, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if, you know, Pisces breaks my heart and da 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 da. But with the Two of Swords covered by the High Priestess, first of all, these are two twos. This person is being guided to a place where they have to make a choice, or where they have to make a decision with those two twos. And the one thing is, are we going to make the decision from our lower vibrational brain, which typically runs off of our ego, which has like nothing to do with love? It is a fight or flight response system that is built in to keep us safe, but just has a very loud voice that we're programmed and have been programmed for thousands of years to prioritize or listen to, the loudest. Or are we coming from our heart space and allowing our intuition and our gut instincts to guide us? You know, one is going to take us to a higher and better place, and the other one is going to keep us stuck and stagnant. Then we have the Three of Wands with the Magician. So this is an energy that this person is capable of harnessing, and it has something to do with having a strong understanding of what they want in their future, and understanding that this is an opportunity to have that, and to prioritize and to choose that desire over this typical tendency to get stuck in their head and become very stagnant, and to sort of allow the decision to be made for them by not making a decision at all. What's on the line? What's at stake? Just unconditional love with the Queen of Cups. Wow, you have the High Priestess and the High Priest. I feel like you got a lot of these cards yesterday, Pisces. I don't know. But I swear, if we kept track of the cards that come out, you would see the major themes in your readings. Even if you watch other tarot card readers, you may even see commonality. It's a good thing to keep those things in mind. And if you are seeing it, Google it. You know, and read it and see what resonates with you, right? Always, you know, you can always take a reading to your own place by listening to your own intuition when the cards come out, and by doing things like that. All right. So, you know, I really encourage you to be an active participant in your tarot card readings. All right, with the Hierophant and the Three of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, there's definitely an offer. I mean, there's an opportunity to come together. For some of you, this can be some kind of reconciliation, but with the Seven of Pentacles, this has everything to do with divine timing. It has to do possibly with seeds that you've already planted. If this is not a past thing, then these are seeds that you have planted in the past, manifesting, you know, being present in the moment and really expressing to the universe, hey, I want a reciprocal relationship with respect. You know, the more times you plant that seed, and the more times that you know, focus on that seed and focus on creating a life that supports and fertilizes and grows that seed, the more, you know, opportunity you have to actually harvest the fruit of that seed, right? I don't know, man, that was intense. But with the Hierophant here, he is the spiritual gatekeeper. So when you're manifesting from a place of, I want this, I want that, you know, because I said it, I expect to get it. You know, that is not spiritual. That is completely mental. That is like the Two of Swords. That is, you know, it is almost inducing stagnancy. And that's where manifestation can be bad. Remember, everything is an energy. It's on a spectrum. It has good and it has bad. And when you think, if I just sit here and say, I want this, and then tell the universe I expect to receive it, but I don't do anything else with it, and I'm just sort of ordering from a catalog, then you're just perpetually waiting for things and getting disappointed and staying stuck in the same place. It just doesn't work like that. You have to do the work. You have to put in the labor. You have to plant the seed. You have to fertilize it. You have to create the environment for it with your mind, with your body, with your soul, with your spirit. With the Hierophant here, this is telling me there is a spiritual element to this, that if you're not completely there in a high level space, which is really comes from a deep understanding of, when, you know, I put the oxygen mask on me first and I take care of me, then I can help the people around me that are struggling to take care of themselves. You know, it's like when I am in my highest and best vibration, then what I'm contributing to everyone around me is high vibrational energy, which ultimately is going to have a ripple effect. It's going to have a ripple effect in many, many, many seen and unseen ways. And so when we are coming from that energy of totality, or of, you know, really that space of our highest and best, not I want this and I expect you to give it to me, entitlement because I'm here and I'm asking for it, but I am putting my free will choices to it. I am working on my mental body to not let it get so active. I am working to stay present in the moment. I am working to recognize myself as a special, worthwhile, loving being, inside and outside. I am creating my sacred space. I am taking time to journal how grateful I am for this experience that I'm having right now, and making these observations, and in focusing on my abundance, and thereby calling more abundance in. Like, I am doing the work. You know, I mean, I oftentimes will get clients that they want to come to me and they want me to tell them everything is going to work out, no worries, and then they're going to hold me responsible if it doesn't. And I can feel it. I absolutely know when people come to me in that energy. Like, you cannot, I don't think there's probably a tarot card reader that you can fool. Like, we all feel it. It's a pressure to give me what I want. I will have clients come to me and say, you know, this is what you said to me last time. And it's like, I actually can feel that that's not what I said to you, and that doesn't resonate with me. And so when you're doing that, you're not fooling anybody. You're not fooling me. You're not fooling the divine. You're not fooling yourself. What you're doing is you're denying yourself the opportunity for growth. You're denying the opportunity to yourself to have a deeper spiritual experience in this world, and to probably actually have the things that you feel like you really desire. And sometimes the things we desire are not the things that are meant for us, and that creates suffering. But what is meant for us, nothing will resonate like that. Nothing will make us happier than that. Meaningfully happy. So with the Hierophant here, there is definitely this element of truthfulness, of honesty, of the contract of our soul, of being higher level in our experience, and in our intentions, and in our desires, and in our manifestations. And with the Three of Cups, there is really an opportunity to celebrate and to experience that and to receive it. So let's see. Yes. Wow. Woo. All right, you have the King of Pentacles on the Hierophant. See how the abundance is stacking up? And this is in real life. The Pentacles are always in the material world. This is, you know, I'm focused on my abundance, and as I focus on my abundance is growing. It's like I deposited $5 in the bank account, and every day I deposit another $1. And on top of that, I'm gaining interest. And every time I look at my bank account, it's higher. There's more money. It's growing. I can physically, tangibly see that it is growing. All right, with the Three of Cups and the Two of Wands in reverse here, the Two of Wands is where we are in this transition, where we are walking through this narrow pathway to the things that are opening up. The result of your manifestations are about to become very clear to you. Now, I'm not saying this to discourage anybody or anything, but it's like, if things are not opening up for you, then let's go back to the drawing board, and let's look at our manifestation process, and let's look at what we're asking for, the energy that we're asking for it in. We were not born with an instruction manual. This is not something for us to get hard on ourselves or be critical on ourselves at all about. This is all, we are all just finding our way through this life. We are all just trying to figure it out. This is not a space of judgment. This is not a space of, oh man, you didn't get what you wanted. Well, you suck at manifesting. No, this isn't that at all. This is a process of learning. That is why we're here. That is the whole purpose. When we stop learning, when we try to give in to these like lazy, and I call it lazy even though I'm trying, it isn't a judgmental thing, but it's like, this is you know, sort of lying to ourselves, or you know, sort of going, yeah, okay, I did it, I manifested, or whatever, without really challenging ourselves to find that deepest, biggest, highest, best place within us. Then that's what we continue to receive. So we want to, it's an opportunity for us to see where we're at, to get some type of benchmark, so that then we can take that information and we can go, okay, I want to dive into this deeper. I want to get curious about this. I want to pursue this. I want, you know what I'm saying? And then we can use our free will choices to fuel those things that we're manifesting. And we can see the result of what that does. And then we can add another element and another element and another element, you know, and just sort of build on it and learn and evolve. And we're all unique. We're all different. People can tell you this is what works for me, but it may not work for you. And that's okay. That's what life is about. We are a unique soul. We have a unique contribution to make, and we're all out here just trying to figure it out. And that's why I say, like, literally my favorite quote in the world is Ram Dass. We're all just walking each other home. That's it. That's it. Every person I meet, I face, I'm like, yep, you're a fellow traveler, and we're all just trying to figure this thing out. You know what I mean? And we're all taking different approaches, and that's okay. You know, but when the approach you're taking isn't giving you the result that you want, then let's reevaluate it instead of trying to force that path, instead of trying to force that way. You may be trying to manifest a path that is not meant for you, which will always 100% of the time result in suffering. Okay, so when we come to that place, then we can say, okay, can I accept that this path may not be the one for me? All right, now let me see, what makes me feel better off because I've done it? Or who makes me feel better off because I've spent time with them? Or what do I naturally find myself grabbing to time and time again out of curiosity? What am I always Googling? What am I always looking up? What am I, you know what I'm saying? Like, what clues from my life can I look at, can I actively participate in to figure out where I need to go, or where I'm being called to, or where my soul feels like I'm moved to. And then let me try to just devote 5 more minutes a day to that thing, and let me see where that goes. It's not, it's, you know, and maybe that's not what works for you. That is typically what works for me. When I feel myself guided, it's just giving into that. It's not saying, well, I'm going to do this over here because da-da-da-da-da. No, if that door is closing, girl, I let it close. And guy, I let it close. I'm like, all right, that wasn't the thing for me, or this isn't the time. All right, cool. What time is it? You know, what can I develop? And I've even had some of you write similar things to that in the comments, which I just like cheer. I'm like, yes. Because yes, I have found that to be true as well. So you guys intuitively also really know a lot. And sometimes it's just about listening to that or about acting on it. And some of you are doing all of it, in which case I think your pentacles are going to stack up here. All right. Or your abundance, whatever that is. Here we go. Queen of, okay, here is where we find out. Here is where the breakthrough happens. For some of you, there is someone here who is finally finding the courage to come through and communicate with you. I feel like for some of you, you have been waiting, or it's going to feel like, wow, it kind of took you long enough. I just get that vibe from the Queen of Cups here. But this is someone who's definitely finding the courage within themselves, or they're even maybe finding support from others around them to just say, go for it. And, you know, with the Page of Swords, this is an energy of, You know, when you transform, you know, this butterfly, this person's focused on this person that has transformed, which I believe is you, Pisces, you bring about this ripple effect. When you get brave and you pursue your passion, you serve as an inspiration and an example automatically. It's not your job, it's not your responsibility, it's not your pressure, but when you are following the path that is meant for you and the path that you most desire and the one that most resonates with your soul, then other people see that, and it gives other people the courage and the bravery to literally do the same, to emulate you. And that's what I feel. And this is about you getting courageous to follow your desire, and that inspiring someone else to get courageous to follow what they desire. Oh yeah, look at this. The Page of Swords is clarified by the Page of Swords. Yeah, I feel like someone's coming in with some kind of message here. With the Seven of Wands, there's progress, right? From the Six of Wands to the Seven of Wands. I feel like this is someone who's coming through to say, I'm ready to fight for this. And this may be someone new who's coming in with the Page coming out twice. That's oftentimes someone very new. Or for some of you, this may be someone from your past who's been spying on you, who's needed the catalyst to get brave within themselves, and they're finding that in just within witnessing the transformation that you've made. It's someone who's stepping into their power to make the best decision for everyone. Wow, underneath that Emperor is the Eight of Wands. So the 6 to the 7 to the 8 of Wands. Pretty amazing. All right, Pisces, I'm going to get you some messages. If you are dealing with a water sign, all right, stay tuned. If I have time today, I'm going to record this. I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to start off, set out to do it. If it doesn't work, then I'm probably not going to put it up, but I may be posting a second video with my revelation in it. All right, you guys. If you're dealing with a water sign, it was my fault, but I blamed you. I can't do this. I can't reach out. I won't let you down. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. This is someone who is like really fighting themselves. I can feel that. Like they tell themselves, I can't. But it's also getting harder and harder and harder to be without. And it's like the I can't is changing from I can't reach out to I can't let you go is how I feel. All right, or I can't not do it. You know what I mean? That double negative thing. All right, if you're dealing with a fire sign, I miss hearing your voice. Time apart, some distance will help bring clarity. I can't get enough of you. I don't want to let you go. If you're dealing with an earth sign, my gosh, if you're dealing with an earth sign, they got a lot going on. All right, I saved your texts and messages. I left before you can leave me. We will be together again. I want to start over. Intuition, you already know the answer you seek. I feel you leaving me behind. I will wait for a sign from you. I love you unconditionally. We need to let each other go. Yeah, this is someone who, it's like they're up and down. They haven't, I feel like they're kind of in that Two of Swords energy. Like, I'm not making a decision. Okay, if you're dealing with an air sign, self-care, clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. I miss being with you. I replay our conversations over and over. I wish I could share my good news with you. And true love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. Pisces. Wow, what a reading. Okay, I hope this helps. I hope this brought you some peace and clarity. Thank you so much again for all of the messages yesterday. That was amazing. And all right, and look for me later. I'll just jump on for a quick little tiny video to tell you, to kind of try to put into words what I experienced. I actually sent myself an email right when it came through, so we'll see. I tried to put it in words right away for you. Anyway, we'll see. I'll try to do it. And all right, until the next time, guys, I send you off always, always, always with all my very best. All right? Bye-bye, guys.